hello, hello, hello. Let me make sure y'all can hear. Oh, in a momento. Apparently, Twitch is not showing that I'm live. I think I'm live. I believe. Alright. Okay, we have volume. We're fine. Hello, hello, hello. We are on Phasmophobia. Now, it is still the kind of like Easter event, so it still has all of the really creepy looking bunnies everywhere, but I love them. They're adorable. I don't know. I think it's, oh, jeez. I don't think it's the Cursed Hollow one. I think it's this new one with the giant bunny head. But that says 24, so I don't know. I don't know. We don't need to know. That's okay. We're just going to go ahead and get started. I definitely want one of the bunny houses. I believe the Blaisdell farmhouse used to be a bunny house last time we played, and now it's Willow Street. So I don't know if they were having problems with that one or what, but that one was the one that was like the fully decked out bunny house. I said ducked out because I was going to say bunny. But, hello. Welcome in. Let's go ahead and check out Willow Street first. I'm not sure if that one was one last time, but I definitely know the Blaisdell farmhouse used to have a nest by it. Personally, I don't know why like bunnies and chickens are like the symbol of Easter, and why it always makes it look like bunnies have eggs. Personally, that's not really Easter for me, or like what symbolizes that it's now spring. Birds, to me, are what symbolize spring, because, okay, because, for me, like, when the birds start flocking back from the winter from all the snow and stuff, and you finally start seeing birds everywhere and hearing birds tweeting all the time, that to me is like, oh, hey, it's spring now. I'm not a farmhand, so I don't really know much about, like, the chickens and stuff like that. I'm sure they also are important during the spring. I don't know. But welcome, Pegalexter. Thank you for the hi. I like your little I can't English today. I like your little chicken emoji. I can say hard words. Kyle says hi, Kala in chat. Welcome, welcome. I think I have everything we need. Yes, we're good. Oh, I guess I can bring my hat just in case. But see, we still have the nice nesting thing, and even when I see nests, I think of bird more than chicken or bunny, but I guess all woodland animals, I guess, nest a teeny bit. Hold on. We don't want ads. Ads, you are not allowed. Take the car keys just in case. Yay, it snoozed. Okay, so the bunnies are just cute, so we're just gonna look at them, okay? If I end up having extra photos from what I need to get the money, I kind of want to take some of the game photos of the cute little bunnies. Oh, see, that's adorable, but why are they making it look like these bunnies had eggs? These bunnies don't come from an egg. But that's fine. We can just pretend that these bunnies hatched. Alright, hold on. I knew it was coming. My cat wants to be let out. She doesn't like it when I stream, yet it's so hard to kick her out prior. So give me 1 second to let her out. I want to be in the safety. Alright, you little troll. I knew it was coming. I just thought she would take a little longer to do it. Also, in this lighting, my hair has faded so much that I look just like blonde with purple lighting. It looks like a light pink gray in person. It just fades so much. So I'm actually going to re-dye it tomorrow because it just has faded so fast. So it will literally be a re-dye within a week because I tried a different hair dye brand, and it sucked. Pegalexter says, hi Kyle, I hope you don't want to sit anywhere. Bunnies have already taken all the spots. I can sit at the table. There's nothing at the table. We could do that. It's so annoying when dye fades super fast. I agree. Like, after you put in all the effort of buying it, doing the whole dyeing process, waiting for it to do, and then the whole washing it out process too, because that's a whole thing, getting all the dye out. For it to just not take, That's so lame. And as you guys probably know, I have a conference this weekend. Well, this week. It's like the whole weekend, whatever. The point is, I wanted to have, like, the purpose of dyeing it last week was that I wanted to have, like, vibrant hair for the conference, but not the look of being freshly dyed. And then it washed out so fast that it's gonna just be the freshly dyed, hey, I dyed this, like, the day before kind of a thing. But, oh well. I forgot I already turned on the generator. It was prior to me letting my cat out of the room, so it just made me completely forget that I did that. So instead, I'll actually be checking the temperature. And everywhere is looking fairly normal, at least down here. I mean, these rooms seem slightly colder, maybe. But we'll need to remember, the cursed object is in the basement. The cursed object is in the basement. I'm totally gonna remember that. No, just under the table. I can sit under the table, or is that where the bunnies are? Yeah, I don't have anywhere to put my knees under the table, but I could still sit there. I could make it work. We don't want the bunnies to feel like we don't appreciate them and their welcoming party. Alright, so it is slightly colder in this room. It was like 13 in other places. We're getting like 9 to 11. So let's just remember this room and come back to it. I'm not convinced. This room is like a 12. So see, it's not that hugely different. It wasn't in the basement. Let's check the bathroom. We're getting a 14. It's definitely not in here. We just have like 3 more rooms to check, and then, like, see, this one's a 10 also. This is the same temperature as the other one. It actually went slightly colder. So it could be this room. And in here it is the 10. I just want to make sure the generator is still on. I did hear something. It sounded like paint cans, but there's no paint cans, so maybe not. Alright, I heard nothing. I must have been imagining it. Whoa! Okay, well, okay. I was gonna say, I think that's the bone buried in this little thing, so I need to remember the bone's there, but I got, like, faint singing for, like, half a second. Is it this first room? It's this first freaking room. That is crazy. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to travel far now. Just under the table. Okay, so as for supplies, I'm thinking just my normal DOTS and come on, the camera. I don't know why I have 3 cameras. I should have 2, so that's a little weird. But back into the fire and brimstone. I know it's back into the frying pan. Whatever. Back into hex sounds more like a dramatic thing that's happening. Maybe I want these doors closed, so I can get a nice one-on-one with our ghost friend. We can ask them some interview questions, you know? Like, how long have you been a ghostie? Do you enjoy haunting the living? Have you killed any folk? I think those are great interview questions that would really help us to get to know the person that we're investigating. I think that'd be great. Alright, let's grab us a book. Oh, I guess we can check this while we're in here. I think that's a ghost orb by the TV. Watch it, like, it goes right by the TV then falls down. I think that's a ghost orb. It's a little harder to tell when it's raining, but I do believe that. Ghost orb. Nice. I love that it just, like, immediately cut out demon. I will circle the mimic for now just so I don't forget that ghost orb could mean the mimic. I didn't even read the different things that we could do. So we need to witness a ghost event. Yay, we did that. Woo, it was for like half a second. We need to find evidence of the paranormal with an EMF reader. That one's usually fairly easy. And detect a ghost presence with a... we just did that without even being in there because I left the EMF behind. So, good on us, we did it! Yay! And number 3, detect the ghost questions with a motion sensor. We can bring one of those in. But I first want to bring in a regular book. Maybe I'll bring in the motion sensor next with, like, the crucifix so that we can make sure we're safe. It's not a demon, so we're a little bit safer than other things. We also need to turn this dang light off. Ooh. Oh, that was lightning. I'm like, why did it suddenly get brighter right when I said turn the light off? We're not wasting electricity here. We're doing everything right. Doing everything nice and fan and dandy. Yeah, so I'm thinking motion sensor and the cross. I know you don't necessarily need it, but I think it's better to be safe. Also, since we're right by the door, I won't worry if... Okay, thank you! Thank you very much for nothing, you frickin' child ghost! Anyways. Oh, it is not an EMF 5. Dang it. I thought that sound was EMF 5 for a second. Let's check the temperature again. We're fine. We're just slightly alarmed, but we're fine. Having like the weird ghost sound of like the airball at the same time of like the jingle bells of the bunny, because bunnies make jingle bell sounds apparently, and then the child ghost just crawling on the ground. That was way too many things at once. They need to calm down. I think they just threw something, right? As I said, they need to calm down. We did, okay, maybe we'll take one sanity pill just because, you know, we like sanity. We like to be not insane. I think that's the last item we need. Really, we haven't gotten anything with the motion sensor yet? I put it like right where the ghost spawned almost. You're telling me he decided to walk away and never come back after he done that? Kyle says the ghost is like, don't tell me what to do. Yeah, I turn off the light and it's like, how about not? I don't know why oh wait, I have another hand. I forgot the lighter doesn't actually take a hand. So I'll smudge it just to be on the safe side. Who doesn't like an extra smudging? You never know with ghosts like these. And it still, I think, could still be the mimic because we don't have any other evidence besides the ghost orbies. Alright, just a nice little smudgeroo to make sure the ghost is nice and chill. I said to make sure you're nice and chill, not throw something at me. Okay. Anyways, we got this now. They haven't really touched any doors though. Hi, Miles! Welcome!
Miles,
sorry for glaring at you. Thank you for the bit, and welcome! I love your little stream emojis that you're working on. They are so cute. Are you making them yourself, or you like, or did you pay like a designer for them? They look really nice. Miles says, LOL, thanks. We are playing Phasmophobia, and if you couldn't tell, I'm a little jumpy because this ghost is a little extra, okay? From the get-go, it tried to haunt me when I wasn't even in the room yet. Okay. Well, we have DOTS. I'm kind of... Oh! Guys, we just got the next one, too. Oh, it's a Banshee. Okay, fine, it's a Banshee. I was hoping for, the other one, and I'll explain why in a second. But, Disturbed Salt, okay, and Footprint. Frick! Thank you!
Edelman just
I don't even totally recognize that sound, so I thought the ghost was laughing. I'm like, since when did the ghost freaking laugh? You guys got me stuttering out here. What? Oh, over here. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I think we're good over there. Now that we know what the ghost type is. Oh, decay. Okay. Let's chill with that. I think I still want to carry my camera, but I think the rest of my hands are empty. Can it be a mimic? I will check. Oh, thank you for the clip. I will check if it can be a mimic, because I freaking hate the mimics. A mimic is an elusive, mysterious copycat ghost that mirrors the traits and behaviors from others, including other ghost types. Strength, we're unsure of what this ghost is capable of. Be careful. Weakness, several reports have noted ghost orb sightings near mimics. We have the ultraviolet, and we have ghost orbs, but we have the DOTS, which is not one of the ones that this one can be. So it cannot be a mimic. It's for sure a Banshee. Let's read what a Banshee is. The singing siren, known for attracting its victims through song, it has been known to single out its prey before making a single killing blow. A banshee will weaken their target before striking, and banshees can sometimes be heard screaming with a parabolic microphone. Bull crap! They can never be heard. I've never heard one. We will even test it today, and maybe today will be the lucky day that we actually hear one, but I doubt it because I've never heard a banshee scream for me. I dropped the one thing that didn't actually help. Hold on. Let's take some sanity, pick back up my crap. And then we need to take some pictures of the other things, like the bone and the cursed object, and anything else that the ghost wants to do for us. Like, it keeps throwing that book. It's got serious problems with that book. Next time they throw it, if we see it, we can get a picture of it. What? Did you touch this? Yeah, interaction. Okay, thanks. I didn't actually see him interact with it. I just trusted the faith of the EMF thing that it was correct. But we'll come back to these guys in a second. Kyle said, oh good. Okay, so, yes, I think this is the bone. Hidden. How dare they hide it in with the bunny stuff? Let's check. Yeah, it was the bone. That seems... Okay. I was gonna say, that seems kind of mean. To hide it there, because ain't no way I'm gonna find that. I happened on that by chance. Like, I was doing some other stuff and then barely saw it. It's not like I could have just actually seen that by myself. I would have never found the bone. I would have been convinced that there was no bone on this map. Alright, we're going to keep switching to parabolic for now, just because I never hear the banshee scream. I want to give it just a chance to scream in my ear, because they never do. Okay, the generator's still on, so we should be safe with that part. Thank you so much, Stream Elements. Alright, we'll sit here for just a second, because... So I heard the ghost whispering. That's a common thing you can hear on the parabolic. But I want to hear a scream. And I also am ready... Where do I scroll? Okay, I'm ready to scroll up. The moment I see it on DOTS so I can get a ghost photo. We're going to give it like 10 seconds, then we'll go back inside. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5... Is that the screaming? In that case, I finally heard one. If that is what the frick... If that's what the banshee scream is supposed to be, then I've officially heard a banshee scream. Of all of my years of playing Phasmophobia, that is the first time I might have heard it. See, the whispering, that's normal. Okay. Sorry, I forgot where we were in the countdown. I'll give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4... 3, 2, 1. Alright. It does not want to appear again in the DOTS like it did before for the photo shoot. But that's okay, because I think I finally heard the scream. Maya said, I heard that. Yeah, I think that's what the banshee scream is supposed to be. Let me just make sure that we got it marked. Okay, we have it marked. Alright, first one of the day, plus every objective. And participating in the challenge, I'm thinking $1,665. $1,665. Guess what money I made? Guess what money I made? $1,665. $1,665. I ain't gonna forget. I did get a decent amount of photos too, so I feel like we're gonna make decent money here.
Welcome back. I've got some
Thanks.
ready for you.
$1,665. $1,665. Come on. Oh, I might get it. I might get it. No. Well, usually I guess over. This time, I'm sorry, usually I guess under. This time I was over. It was 1487. What a weird number, too. Oh, come on, come on. Finish counting so I can move on. There were 3 events, 0 hunts, because I didn't want to die. We did end up losing 17% of our sanity, but it's fine. Who needs sanity anyway? So we just did Tanglewood. Let's go ahead. Oh, no, wait, we did Willow Street. I don't know what I'm talking about. We did Willow Street. Since Kyle may be here. Maybe I'll wait, because I don't know if Kyle's still here. And he loves Camp Woodwind. So we'll just go to Edgefield Road right now, because I don't know. Edgefield Road, this cozy house turned into something much more than a home for the living. Do-do-do-do-do. That time I finished reading it and said something before it was done. Most of the time, the loading screens here are just so fast.
Possibly half harmless, but be careful out there.
I got called out here for some light switching. That's enough to send out a ghost hunter extraordinaire. Anyways, it is Holly Lavender. I automatically hate her because I'm very, very, very allergic to lavender. But anyways, we need to 1. Capture a photo of the ghost. 2. Repel a ghost with incense while it's chasing someone. No, thank you. And get an average sanity below 25% again. No, thank you. I don't want to die. Let's go ahead and get this game started. Yo, I think you guys should fire your cleaner. It is pretty dirty in here, not gonna lie. Just a quick check around while we're looking around for the generator. Might as well look for the bone and the cursed object too. It's not in plain sight. So we're just going to go ahead and go downstairs. Usually the generator's down here, knock on wood. Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay. For a second I'm like, oh man. But speaking of the thunder, Miles, whatever you're typing, it's just a bunch of stars. Are you, like, cussing? Are you doing whatever? I don't know. But speaking of all the thunder and rain that we're hearing in the different maps, it is raining and thundering a lot today. Not really much thunder, but I did get a lot of rain, which I absolutely freaking love because rain is amazing, and it makes the air smell great. It makes the ground and the trees more vibrant. Then you get like a bunch of mist and stuff like that. I freaking love the rain, and I wish it would rain every single day. It was clips. I'm guessing no links. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have links turned on for what you can do in chat. If you're in my server for yeah, you are in my server. You posted yesterday. You can do links in there, but yeah, I have it turned off for in my stream chat because of like spammers and stuff. So the only links that ever come through on my chat are from like Stream Elements because I had to like go in and approve them specifically. But so far I'm not seeing any cursed object. The temperature has been a-okay. Getting like 11 down there. Oh, a 7, a 9, an 8. Maybe it's the hallway. It's a hallway ghost. Yeah, because it's 11 immediately back in this room. And then 7. Let's just check these rooms just in case. Like here is the cursed object, the monkey paw in the baby bedroom. I'll have to remember that. Still no bone though. Part of the reason why I'm checking each and every one of these rooms is because I'm also shutting the doors behind me, and it will make it more obvious if the ghost opens them if I shut them first. Okay. No bone visible. Let's just close all of these. And in here... Man, this house is so messy. Wow. This bathroom is just glowing. It is a beacon, and then they have a tree coming out of the toilet. Alright. Did I close that? And lastly, but not leastly, we have this room. Beautiful. Another glowing bathroom. But this time we only have... Hold on. Okay, I thought it was a hallway ghost. It's the bathroom ghost. I was about to judge all of the crap in the toilet, but, then I started getting spooked, okay? It's just a 4, though, not a 5, so it could be a demon. We don't actually have any evidence. I thought we had an evidence for some reason. The evidence is that I was terrified. So let's book it and go back. I'll leave those 2 doors open just for, like, safety of getting to the ghost room, but every other door will be closed. Where can I post in the server? Anywhere that allows you to post, you can put it. You can put it just in general if you want, or I don't know, I don't really have a designated clips one that is available for other people to post because I was having problems with random other posts in clips that were not clips. So pretty much anywhere you want. Kyle says lurk. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Miles says you're the first person I met that wished for rain all the time. Really? But rain is beautiful. How do not more people want rain? It's so pretty. There's so few problems with rain. I mean, with snow, it can make it really dangerous for, like, travel. I guess rainstorms can also shut down, like, planes, but it usually doesn't shut down, like, the freeway or whatever. So, like, it doesn't cause many problems. It makes things grow better. It makes things way more green and vibrant and happy. And then, like, I love storm clouds. And, like if you look up during the day and it's just white or gray because it's just, like, entirely clouds and, like, stuff like that, I freaking love that. That is so pretty. I way prefer that over, like, a blue sky or anything. Miles says, no problem. I like the rain, but not all day. That's fine. I like snow. We get a beautiful silence. I do love snow. I'm just saying snow has some problems with it, like with travel. But snow and rain are definitely, like, my favorite weather events to happen. I would probably say rain and then snow, but I guess it sometimes depends. Sometimes I think they're actually pretty even, rain and snow. We're just in the season of rain. And then probably, like, my third weather that I like after that would probably be, like, fog. I do like fog as a weather event. Also, extreme wind can be fun. Not, like, enough to, like, knock things over or, you know, pull trees out or stuff like that. But, like, a good windy day. I like windy days. I'm not a big fan of just sunny days unless there's a good breeze. Because, like, if it's just sunny and hot and humid and there's no breeze, then there's no fun. That is not great. There is no happiness there. We'll take one of these just on the safe side because we don't know if it's not a demon yet. And we'll switch. Oh, I had it on. It was so bright in there. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's stop checking for for ghost orbs for a second just so we can look at DOTS. Because that is a beacon of light with the added, like, Easter things going on in there. Alright, I'm not seeing any DOTS. Don't mean that there's no DOTS. Just means we're not seeing it. I can't really make that room darker is the problem. Because the light is coming from, like, that tub thing of, like, the Easter event and the DOTS. I could take the DOTS down for a little bit and that might help us see if there's ghost orbs. But that is rough. That is not anything we can determine from that. But yeah, I do love the snow. It's beautiful. Alright, what else should I bring? I have this Tucker box. Maybe I'll take a few pictures. I did find the cursed object. I never found the bone. We did take a sanity, so we should be good on that. Let's just go ahead and check on our little ghosty friend and make sure they're not trying to kill us. Hello, how are you, Mr. Ghost? Maybe I should have gone and taken pictures first. Because, see, like, I don't know, maybe I could bring something from a different room and cover the light. But it sounded like it touched the door, but it did not. So I don't know what it's beeping at, but it beeped. I don't think that counted for anything. No, I already wasted my 2 photos. I almost got the DOTS ghost. But I'm certain I saw it, so at least we have one evidence to work with. Just one. Let's go ahead. Maybe we can pick this. Yeah, see there, DOTS. I should have taken a picture, but I did not. It's just so bright. How am I supposed to see ghost orbs? It is so bright. I don't know why I'm squinting at my screen as if that's going to help me see any better. Maybe if I shut the door? No, it is just so bright. You need the night vision setting on in order to see, like, ghost orbs. But wow, that is rough. Alright, let's put that back. Not that. This. Alright, I'm going to keep my camera with me. And then let's go take a picture of the cursed object really quick. And then I'll put it back in there. Miles says a lurk. Thank you for the lurk. You're amazing. It's in here, right? If you guys happen to see the bone as I'm walking about, it might be hidden in, like, some of the shrubbery. So just let me know. Because, I'm as blind as a bat. Or, in this case, as blind as a bunny. But they have really good vision. So that is a terrible metaphor. I'm as blind as a blind bunny. How about that? Alright, I'm going to wait here for a second just to see if the ghost will happen to walk over DOTS again. But I swear, anytime I pull out my camera, they immediately, like, become a no-show. And they're like, I didn't want to be seen by camera, so no thank you. But I'll give it 10, 9, 8, 7. Ha! Ha ha! Did that count? It counted! 3-star ghost. I love to see it. Alright, let's go get more supplies. Also, I did have that voice thing on the whole time, so there was a chance that the ghost picks up on random words you says and responds to them like they're one of the code phrases that you can say, but the ghost didn't say anything, so we need to make sure we go ahead and check that again later. I don't know how we're going to check for ghost orbs. That is just such a bright room. Alright, I'm thinking, let's grab us some salt and a UV. That will help us narrow it down a little bit. We've only got one evidence to work with so far. Alright, let's go. Let's go hunt a ghost. Alright, I'm thinking... Hold on. Why are you still doing stuff? Let's see where this is. No, don't tell me after I put the salt. Did you move rooms by like half an inch? My guy, don't tell me. Okay, it's still 2 in the bathroom. Oh my gosh, it's this entire frickin' room? Oh no, okay. I thought the bathroom counted as its own room. But we did get him to walk through that. And we have footsteps! Whoa, okay. Hold on. Oh, we lost the footsteps. We were not fast enough. I'll put it like... Maybe I'll face it like this. So that way when we see them again next time, I can get a photo also of footsteps, not just of the disturbed salt. Okay, so we narrowed it down to 3 ghosts. We'll definitely need to read up on those ghosts in the car. Right now, I'll mark Phantom. I don't know. Just a quick guess before we read up on what they could be. Just on the off chance he'll respond. Hello. What is your name? Where are you? What do you want? Are you friendly? Alright. What he is quiet. I don't think we need to bring many more things out, so I kind of want to keep my camera on me. I have a decently high, like, sanity right now. So let's just do a quick little look around to see if we can see, the bone. Nothing in this room, so we will never come back to this room. Ever a frickin' again. I don't think they spawn in the closet, so I think it's just the rooms we have to check. But I do think the bathrooms can get it. Alright, if I hear any ghost sounds anywhere near me, I will book it for outside. I won't even try to act like I'm not scared. I will just run. I'm purely looking out of this false sense of security, and if that sense of security is taken from me, I will book it. I will leave all my stuff behind, and I will cry. I think we're good in here. Maybe the bone is downstairs and I just missed it when I was checking earlier. Problem is I have to look like really intently at all of the twig piles because I know from the last round the ghost might hide the bone in the twigs. Totally a troll move, but apparently they do that. I'm not seeing it anywhere. I am suspicious. I know that they probably put it in like the most hard to find spot. Because that's my luck, right? It's gotta be like that. It's somewhere. Watch it be back down in the basement. Because I haven't been in the basement since the very beginning of the round. I must have just missed it when I went and found the gen. But, I still have to check the garage first. We'll check the basement last. Because I don't want to go in the basement if I don't have to go in the basement. We can play the little piano. Okay, thanks. We'll check the garage, or the garage. Would you like to go to the garage? Alright, I don't think it's in there. So I guess we actually do have to check the basement. What a bummer. I don't see it. But I'm also blind. So there is that. Alright. I feel like I got punked because I swear it's just not here. Because I feel like we looked everywhere. I'm gonna make sure that Jen's on while we're here. Just to be on the safe side. It is. You should always check the Jen if you happen to be there. And if it's a mimic, they will just turn the Jen off the moment you leave the area, just to troll you. Sorry about those stuck in Irelandia. Wow, it's just so bright. Okay. Let's read up on the potential 3 ghosties. It could be a phantom. A phantom is a ghost that can possess the living, inducing fear into those around it. They are most commonly summoned from a Ouija board. Strength. Looking at a phantom will drop your sanity considerably faster. Weakness. Taking a photo of the phantom will make it temporarily disappear. Next is the Banshee, which is what we had last round. The Banshee is the singing siren, known for attracting its victims through song. It has been known to single out its prey before making a killing blow. Strength. A Banshee will weaken their target before striking. Weakness. Banshees can sometimes be heard screaming with a parabolic microphone. And lastly, we have the Goryo. When a Goryo passes through a DOTS projector, using a video camera is the only way to see it. Well, we know that's not that one because we saw it with our own 2 eyes in person. But we'll still finish reading it. Strength. A Goryo will usually only show itself on camera if there are people nearby. And weakness. They are rarely seen far from their place of death. So we can go ahead and cross that off. I'm hoping it's a phantom just because we just barely had a Banshee. And if it's a phantom, then we're missing Spirit Box. And if it is a Banshee, then we need Ghost Orbs. Okay, that is probably a Banshee, actually. Another, like, 2 in a row of a Banshee. Just because, how are we supposed to see Spirit Orbs? How are we supposed to see them? It is so bright in that room. Alright, I guess we'll go pick up the camera again and try it that way. We're going to take one of these. And I need to do nothing because all those want me to die. I still have my camera with me, so I guess might as well bring across, you know, for safety and security. And mostly just feeling like you have safety and security so you won't be scared when you enter the ghost room and die. We'll put it right there. What are we looking for? Oh yeah, we need to check this one. Hold on, I remember how to do things. It is so bright in here. We're looking through the tiny little white screen trying to see if we see any dancing little orbs. Okay, well, just kidding. I just heard it talk to me as I wandered away. Something about a death. Which, I mean, we don't really get summoned unless there has been a death. So that's kind of obvious, my ghosty friend. Oh. It turned on the shower. I'm like, I hear water. But, I'm like, this one is not filled up. I didn't actually think you could turn on the bathtub with all that stuff in there, but okay. So, because it is a Spirit Box, it is a phantom! I was hoping it'd be a phantom so we wouldn't get double Banshees. Maybe I want to bring more salt up here, though, so that I can get some more photo opportunities, because this ghost has not walked in my other 2. And then maybe we'll also get a ghost photo. I don't have one yet, right? Oh, actually, we did get a ghost photo. I don't know what they threw, but let's go grab just a little bit more salt, since we never did find the bone to increase our money that we're getting, especially because we can't get 2 of the 3 objectives. So we'll get another one of these. And then I don't think you get any bonuses from using your other supplies, unless they, like, happen to be asking for that. I should have left my camera behind. You know what, I'll leave my flashlight behind. And I'll light this little lantern, because if the ghost blows out the lantern, we can get a picture of that for our extra interaction money. Alright. We'll just set this down in here. Now make sure the ghost is still in here. And still in this room. Okay, let's put our salt down now that we know for sure. Perfect. I kind of put them in spots that I was thinking would be a little easier to tell if it actually stepped there. Maybe I could... Inside? Okay, thanks. Okay, so we got that one immediately. I was just wondering if there was other cameras in this room that I could light. But I don't think so. But see, he won't step in these, but I just heard him step in another one out here. I think it was this one. Yeah, okay. So, if he steps in this last salt, then we'll go. We'll just give him like 10 seconds to figure out if he wants to be helpful, and then we'll leave him. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, okay. Actually, hold on. Let's move this to right here. Maybe that will increase his chance of blowing it out. 5, 4. Okay, it did. That's so funny. 3, 2, 1. No? Okay. I couldn't get him to step in either of these two salts. Okay. I was gonna say, I couldn't get him to step in either of those two salts, but you know, it's fine. He did actually step in it at the last moment. So let's just go, because he's being a little on the extra side, and I'm not looking to die. I don't have a flashlight on me, so I'm a little worried. But we made it out safely, so everything's fine. Kyle says, the ghostie is being sassy. The ghost is being sassy. What? What am I looking at? Okay, that was weird. So we only got one of the objectives. That was only a 2-star interaction. I panic took that when I thought the ghost was going to kill me. But we know what the ghost type is. We got a decent amount of pictures, only one of the objectives. And I don't know if we get money for the points. So I'm guessing we made $1,200 even. What's your guess on how much money I made? We're going to close it up. 1,200 is my guess. 1,200, 1,200. I never did find the bone. I did get a picture of the cursed object, though. Kyle says 12,075.
Like prepared some jobs for you.
We shall see. I might make way less than that. Maybe. I did make 1,000 at least. Yeah, okay. 1,066. I was a lot off. I was I was $134 under. My bad. There was again 3 events. I lost a bonus 47 sanity, so I was at a staggering 53. If I lost 3 more sanity before I left the house, I was fair game and could have died at any second. So I'm so glad we left at the moment that we did. My bad. Kyle, since you are back, let's do Camp Woodwind. Do. Alright, Camp Woodwind. This outdoor retreat was evacuated due to some campfire stories coming to life. I almost finished it in time. At least I know that one by heart. So I can say it even if I'm not reading it no more.
I've got nothing else to report, unfortunately.
I was about to say your speech so I can talk, and he says I got nothing else. Alright. Well, we have Susie Roswell. Number 1, repel the ghost with incense while it's chasing someone. Number 2, detect the ghost presence with a motion sensor. And number 3, get an average sanity below 25%. Why is he always trying to get me killed? He had me add those 2 last time also. He just wants me to die at a campsite of all places. I didn't know he hated me like that. I don't know why these have to open in and not out. Alright, let's get these nice and out of the way. The one thing, well, okay, I love a lot of things about this map, but something I also really like is that the gen is always in the same place. I think it's the only map where the generator never moves locations. But let's give the generator a second to warm up. Oh, I accidentally changed it. But it's we're getting about an 8 indoors. Logically, we shouldn't be able to use the temperature gauge on outdoor maps, but you know, it works anyways. It's about 9 degrees in this little tent. About 8. We're getting about the same everywhere. We have monkey paw. Okay. And we're going to look for cursed object while we're out here. So if you see a bone, you better scream out at me and scare me because I want to see the bone too. That's weird. The tents are like rarely ever closed. Now we are getting like a 5 inside the tent, so this could be the ghost room. Okay, make that almost certain that this is the ghost room. But well, we now have confirmation because I also saw my breath. I was gonna say, but I'm diligent and I'm gonna check everywhere anyway, but this do be the ghost room. Hey! I found a bone! It's the frickin' patella! Alright, let's go ahead and go back in and grab us some more supplies. We were close-ish on the money. I feel like we should get like a ribbon, a banner, a something. Alright, let's put that right there. Everything is great. Everything is totally fine. We are not about to die. Alright, I'm thinking in here, because it doesn't have any obstacles, we might want to set up 2 cameras, because the tents do make it a little bit difficult. I think that sleeping bag's a good spot, though. And then we can go check out in the safety of our truck if it is in on any of the camera, if we can see the DOTS or the ghost Orbeez. Alright, let's switch. Oh yeah, I forgot, it's raining, so it's going to be hard to tell anyways. We might want to do a camera facing inward just to get a better sense of if there's ghost orbs anyways. Yeah, I think we're going to do that first. So let's set that up, and I guess we might as well bring a cross with us. Because you never know with these demons out there. The demons are the ones that are going to get you. It's when you think you're safe, you're like, oh, you know what, my sanity hasn't dipped that much. I don't need to take a sanity pill, and then you like... It's when you're confident, it's when you think everything is fine and everything's Jim Dandy, that a demon is just like, you thought, and then it kills you 30 seconds into a match. And not that I'm at all bitter that that's happened multiple times. Okay, we have airball events. Alright, we have things set up a little bit better now. The temperature is not freezing yet, so we can't mark that. Da-da-na-na-na. Alright, let's switch my camera. This one also has a terrible angle. Neither are the... I swear the lighting just changed in there, so maybe the ghost turned on like a lantern or something. It do be seeming brighter. But I'm not seeing DOTS and I'm not seeing ghost orbs. Let's try that again. For the time being, I don't see anything. But that could be because I'm blind and not because there's nothing actually in there. So let's grab one of these and one of those and one of these and one of those. We'll set them up and everything will be fantastic. I do need to get my camera at some point so I can get a picture of the cursed object and the bone and all that stuff. When I know where it is, it makes me like more and more anxious that I haven't done it yet. You know, I thought I saw the light change in here, but I guess I must not have because there's no, like, this is the lamp and they didn't turn it on. So I think I must have just imagined it. My bad. I'll take this one. I already took a football. I'll bring a basketball. We'll throw it like that. Stay. Stay. I think it's gonna stay. Okay. I can't even body block it because I don't have any feet. It's moving through my body. Stop it. Stop it. Don't roll out. No. No, I wanted to steal it. Why? Why would it do this? Hold on. Let's see if I can roll it gently. I cannot roll it gently. Oh, yes, it got stuck. Okay, perfect. We're fine. Let's grab more items. I guess this is the last of everything, so let's grab the salt with it. Might as well. Might as well. Don't mind if I do. I don't have my... I do have my flashlight on. I'm just blind. It's fine. Hi, Ghost. I'm back. I brought you some stuff to step in. Because who doesn't... Oh. Thanks! Because who doesn't love to step in salt? So there's that. Was that a 5 per chance? Hold on. No, it was a 2? That was a 2? Wait. Why is it warmer? Why is it not... What? Did you leave the ghost room immediately after writing in the book? My guy, I'm so confused. But did you literally move within half a second? What? Okay, guys, so the ghost room is now the walkway. Okay. Let's relocate everything about 2 feet. We'll definitely bring these so that I don't know what he's gonna touch out there, but we'll be ready in case he touches anything. Here's that, and I guess where would I even put this? Well, I guess we'll do it right there. That might be. The frick was that? Why was that so loud? What was that? Was that supposed to be an airball event? I'm not entirely sure what that weird sound was, but alright. That was so weird. Anyways, let's go back out to the car. I didn't move the cross. That's like the most important one to relocate. Yeah, see, look, it's doing stuff. Okay, okay, well, maybe it's doing too much. Maybe that's my cue to get back in the safety of my truck and not die. Yeah, okay. We're safety. I forgot to even... No, I did read those. Alright, over there... Over there looks fine. Let's check this other camera I set up. Hello. I think that when he haunts the hallway, it counts like this like cross hallway thing. So that's why I'm checking both sides to see if I see a ghost orb. But I might have to set up the other DOTS on the other side just to kind of cover my bases a little bit better. But right now, with no evidence, I'm leaning towards either a poltergeist or the twins because I did have multiple objects thrown at me at the same time. Right now I'm seeing nothing. I see a ball rolling. Okay, anyways, let's bring out more stuff. I need to redo the dang salt because he relocated right after. Let's take our first sanity of this one. And I guess just the picture camera. Let's go check on some things and make sure everything's alright. Alright, we can get a picture of the bone. Yahoo! Alright, let's put our new salt out since the ghost relocated right after writing in the book. Oh, hey. The ghost wrote in the book. I forgot about that. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I accidentally ran right at the ghost. That was my bad. My bad. I was just spooked, so I ran, and apparently I chose the worst possible option. But I don't see, not DOTS. I don't see footprints on that one that he walked through. Unfortunately, I didn't get a photo of the ghost because I was panicking. But while we're... An elderly individual. Guys, we have spirit box. It could still be a poltergeist. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what he touched that other time around. But I need to get a picture of the monkey paw. And I still see no footsteps, so we're probably not going to get the UV. Okay, I think I got a photo of everything I need to get a photo of until he steps in this last salt. Or, unless we can get a photo of the ghost. That would be cool, Mr. Ghost. Cough, cough. If you want to show up on camera, cough, cough. If you want to come right now while I'm about to take a picture, cough, cough. That'd be so cool. No? No, you don't think it'd be cool? Fine. I didn't think it'd be cool either. What did he walk in? Did he walk over here? This is where I originally put my salt piles, right? Am I, like, losing my mind, or is there no salt in here? Am I in the wrong tent? I am in the wrong tent. Alright. He did be stepping in one of these. Alright, disturb salt, monkey paw, disturb salt, ghost writing, interaction, disturb salt, bone. Okay. Cool. So we have 3 photos left to try to get a photo of the ghost. And he do be doing stuff. I'm still leaning toward the poltergeist, honestly. With the way that he's interacting. Okay, with the way that he's interacting with different things. I think I just heard him step in the salt. 1 second. Yep, he did. I have ears like a hawk to make up for my blind bunny eyes. Let's go back to the truck. I saw a video of this bunny who had its ears nibbled off because the mama bunny was like stressed, and so it like overgroomed the bunnies and nibbled the ears off. A bunny without ears looks like some mutant monster thing. It is the weirdest looking animal if you can't see its ears. But I think we narrowed it down. That's a lot. We narrowed it down to 5 options, but we'll check them out regardless. We have the Spirit. Spirits are a very common ghost. They are powerful but passive, only attacking when they need to. They defend their place of death to the utmost degree, killing anyone that is caught overstaying their welcome. Weakness. A spirit can temporarily be stopped by burning incense near them. It could be a spirit because I definitely hung around the gravesite a little too long. Next, we have the Poltergeist. One of the most famous ghosts, the Poltergeist, known to manipulate objects around it to spread fear into its victims. Strength. Poltergeist can throw multiple objects at once and with great force. Weakness. With nothing to throw, Poltergeists become powerless. That's why I'm kind of thinking of Poltergeist, just because it did seem to be throwing multiple objects. But next, we have the Mare. A mare is the source of all nightmares, making it more powerful in the dark. Strength. A mare will have an increased chance to attack in the dark, and the weakness is that turning on all the lights around the mare will lower its chance of attack. Then we have a Moroi, wherever they are. Morois have risen from the grave to draw energy from the living. They have been known to place curses on their victims, curable only by antidotes or by moving very far away. Strength. The weaker the victims, the stronger the Moroi becomes. Weakness. Morois suffer from hyperuricemia, weakening them for longer periods of time. In my opinion, it's really hard to tell if something's a Moroi unless you're playing multiplayer. And lastly, we have the Deogen. Sometimes surrounded by endless fog, Deogen have been eluding ghost hunters for years. These ghosts have been reported to find even the most hidden prey before stalking them into exhaustion. Strength. Deogen constantly sense the living. You can run, but you can't hide. Weakness. Deogen require a lot of energy to form and will move very slowly when approaching its victim. Okay, oh my gosh, we read all 5. We're amazing. Everything is great. I almost lost all of my lungs to do that, but we did it. That's the important part. I need to bring a motion sensor out. If this ghost moves again, bro, I do not want to relocate all of my stuff a 3rd time. That would be a little troll. Alright, hello ghost, I'm back. Please don't tell me you relocated while I was reading. Okay, we're still 1, so we're good. I'll put this cross over here to kind of better the chances of me not dying. I heard something. I heard a thud. Oh. No. Why is that moving? It's a 1-star interaction. Alright, did that count as a ghost photo? I was too scared to go closer because I was worried the tiniest bit that maybe it was a hunt. I didn't get the photo. We're going to delete both of these. I'm so sad. I thought I got it maybe. But I kind of feel like it relocated. The temperature was still cold over here. But I still think it moved. Let's check the temperature gauge one more time. Over here we're getting 2.4, which you think would be cold enough for a ghost. But I'm thinking it's out farther this direction. See, it says it's an 8 too. But I don't know. Supposedly, this is still where the ghost is. I'm feeling a little lied to. I don't know about you guys. Alright. What evidences do we even need? I think it could be anything, honestly. Yeah, it's literally any of them. Alright, let's just pick up a camera and walk around and see if we see ghost orbs. I'm looking for some ghost orbies. Because of the rain, it's a little harder to tell. So if you see any rain that is falling the wrong direction and is somehow being raised up into the sky, that's a ghost orb. Dude, they just turned off my generator. Anyways. Wait, is that a ghost orb? No, that's a camera. Yeah. Ghost hunter extraordinaire here. I'm not seeing ghost orbs. It could be a DOTS, and I just have DOTS in a bad placement. I could see that happening. Maybe we should bring out my other DOTS and see if we can see something different. Just one last look. I'm kind of ruling out ghost orbs. I feel like we would have seen it by now. But let's go ahead and go out and grab... I'm also kind of ruling out UV. No! 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 Don't tell me! It was just an interaction photo. I started hearing the heartbeat and I'm like, what is going on? Oh! I should take a photo! And then I freaking didn't get the photo in time. Because I wanted to get close enough because last time I wasn't close enough. Alright, we got the motion sensor at least, so that's cool. We'll take another one of those. So I'm thinking a DOTS in a different spot. Oh, okay, so that... Ooh, wait a second. Huh. Okay, so I'm thinking it's either going to be the DOTS or EMF 5. Maybe I need to move my EMF to a different spot too. I do have another one I can take. We'll put this down for a second and go bring this one out, and maybe we can put it in this area where we keep seeing the ghost, so we can hear if it's in the EMF 5, I guess. Supposedly the ghost isn't over there, but I call bull on multiple occasions. I'll put it like right here. I'm thinking that's... Okay. We did have that marked, right? Yeah. I'm thinking that's good enough covering. Let's go back and just check with the new DOTS and see if we can see anything. I really doubt that it's UV, just because I checked every single time he walked through the, whatever it's called. Every time he walked through the salt, I checked for UV and he never had footsteps. I feel like we would have seen it by then. So looking through this one, again, I don't see ghost orbs. It could just be that they're kind of hard to see in the rain. Oh, wrong button. I meant to do this one. And one more time. Over here, not really seeing ghost orbs. I see the generator, which looks conveniently sized like a ghost orb, but I don't see any moving ghost orbs. And nor do I see the DOTS. We might just have to guess. I was leaning towards the poltergeist originally. Let's go check the temperature again. That's the only thing I can kind of think of what we can check again manually. I'll take my camera back out because later I know I'm going to be like, where the frick is my camera? Alright. Yeah, see, he threw more stuff over here. Which is why I keep thinking that the ghost maybe moved. But supposedly he hasn't moved. It still says that the coldest temperature is over here. Let's check the temperature again. Maybe we can wander around a bit. Where'd I put the temperature? Man, why am I misplacing everything? I put an EMF over there. We can move this EMF to be in a little bit better placement. Yeah, let's throw that there. 2.3. I got like the worst ghost one because it can literally be anything. You can't even, like the third option still has 5 ghosts. You can't narrow it down at all. Alright, yeah, so that's still the freaking ghost area. I'm so confused. Is this like side area? No, it's very hot right there. Alright, supposedly the ghost has not relocated. Still no freezing temperature though. Yeah, okay. I got a hunch, but my hunch is always wrong, so I shouldn't have checked it, but I did. That chair's glowing. Alright, I'll hold the temperature for just a second to see if like it drops to freezing. But I'm so confused. I feel like the ghost is really just trying to get me to stay out here long enough that it can kill me. I think that's what's going on. I suppose this night vision might show ghost orbs. I don't actually know if it does. We'll check it. I don't know. Maybe it can do something for us. I really doubt it. I mean, we can put this on the floor. Maybe like that. Well, I'll just do the both on the floor. But I'm getting close to just guessing on what the ghost type is because I'm seeing nothing, and that's not just because this night vision sucks. Okay, let's can it with the night vision because that's awful. Alright, we'll check one more time inside the car to see if we can see anything. With the newly located DOTS, but I have a feeling we're not going to see anything. Alright, bye, ghost. Alright, let's check one last time. Is that DOTS even doing anything? Oh, I guess it's trying to do something. I probably laid that one the wrong direction, but let's check this one. Yeah, I'm not seeing any ghosties. Yeah, I don't think so. So I'm just gonna keep with the poltergeist because it was throwing a lot of things. But I mean, it has a 1 in 5 chance, and I feel like it could be any of them because I couldn't really narrow it down at all. Based on like, oh, I never saw this kind of a thing. I mean, I did like check all of these a million times. So I'm guessing we're gonna get the incorrect ghost type with only one objective and not a lot of photos. So I'm going with 850. That's how much money I think we'll make. 850. Maybe perchance. Maybe perchance. It was a Deogen. Okay.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
I may have been way too generous. I made $172. That was awful. There were 4 events. And I lost 32 sanity, so I really was around 78. Yeah, I didn't do great. Let's check real quick. So the Deogen, his evidence would have been Spirit Box was fine. DOTS. Yeah, I checked DOTS. You and me, we checked DOTS 50,000 times, and I never saw it. So I feel like that ain't on us. But, okay, so we did Woodwind, Willow Street, Tangle Drive. So I think we're on to Edgefield Road as our last one of the bunnies. Edgefield Road, this cozy house turned into something much more than a home for the living.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly.
Or should I have done Tanglewood Drive? I don't remember. This might have been the one that we did. As I'm grabbing it, I kind of feel like I chose the wrong house, and I forgot which one we did. But we have detect paranormal sound with a parabolic microphone, repel the ghost with incense while it's chasing someone, and detect the ghost presence with a motion sensor. Alright, we can do 2 of those easy. Ooh, it's a blood moon event. Yeah, okay, this is the one we did. My bad. We'll do Tanglewood Drive after this one. I messed up and chose the wrong house. Well, it's okay. We're going to solve this one in like record time then. I'm looking for the bone ahead of time as we're doing our drive-by, just so that I don't miss it. I missed it in this house last time. Alright, the generator is in here. Okay, I thought it wasn't for a second. Alright, let's give it a nice little second to warm up. Doing a little jig, da-da-beep, da-ba-bo. Alright. It is 13 degrees in here, and I do not see a cursed... Yeah, I don't see a cursed object or a bone, so hopefully we don't need to come back in there. No bone out here. And it's also 13, so... we had to play that. We just had to. I don't know why the piano plays so quiet in this game, though. I think they should have made the piano be really, really loud to, like, scare people when their friend starts playing the piano when they're dead or something. That would have been funny. That is so cute. Okay, anyways. It's about 15 down here, which is actually the warmest room so far. But I'm still going to finish fully checking it just to see if the bone's in here. Alright, I do not see the bone, so hopefully we never have to come back into the basement. Because I freaking hate the basement. Alright, good on that. No bone in sight in the kitchen. The kitchen should be where they have it. Kyle says, I agree, loud piano would be so funny. I know! And imagine it's your first time clicking it and you are not sure if it's going to make a sound or not, and you're already on edge, and then you click the piano thing and it's just like the loudest high-pitched piano key note that you've ever heard. That would be so alarming! And it would be hilarious. Alright, I don't see the bone of the cursed object, so we're good. We're clearing rooms. We're making it so we don't even have to come back into this section. I think we're good. I don't see anything. Our temperature is fine. No cursed object, no bone. Cute little bunnies in a beanbag chair. Alright, we're good there. Oh! 7, 6. Alright, so it's either another hallway ghost, or it's secretly in one of these rooms and it's lying to us. Okay, we found the bone. The bone is in the baby room. The bone is in the baby room. Alright, we didn't find the cursed object though, so we still gotta keep our eyes peeled. Pile. No cursed object. What? That door seemed like it closed way more than it should have, but okay. We're good. Everything is great. Let's close these so that they're not in our way of walking and screaming and running and dying. I see nothing in here. I see no evil, hear no evil. That is great to know. Just 2 more rooms. Wow, this room is much hotter than the others. So hot. And again, that weird bathroom toilet thing going on. And this room, which is warm, so yay, it's not a repeat of the exact same room. That would have been funny though. And close that. I didn't actually see the cursed object. Kind of weird, but okay. So it is a hallway ghost. This one's a little hard just because it's kind of like 2 main areas you can look at. So let's go ahead and go grab some supplies for this. Oh, there's the cursed object. It's the tarot cards right at the very front of the door. I didn't even check there. I checked literally everywhere but there. And we're at 9:24, so we're doing good on time. Sorry about my eye. It is so itchy. It's been itchy all day, honestly. I didn't even read these. We have Gloria Jackson. Number 1, detect paranormal sound with the parabolic. Okay, I read those things. I just forgot to read her name. Gloria Jackson. That's a fun name. I don't think I need one of those yet. Famous last words, but I don't think I need more sanity meditation. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Oh. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. 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 Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. If anyone knows what that's from, you should totally tell me, because it will occasionally get stuck in my head and I can never remember what it's from. Let's go ahead and check these. Wow, it is so bright from all the Easter things. They should have patched it that when, even though it's like a bright beacon of light, that it would show up less as less light on the cameras, just because that kind of makes it really hard to tell if there's DOTS. And I feel like it wouldn't have been that hard in the code to be like, yeah, when night vision is on, have that be a dimmer light than it actually is. I feel like it wouldn't have been that hard, but I'm not a game developer, so I don't know. Maybe that's like 50 lines of code in order to get it to ignore certain things, and you have to figure out math, and nobody likes math. So, you know, I'm all for doing things the easy way if it ended up being too difficult. Ba-na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I guess I'll grab the night vision goggles just to be on the safe side. I'm hoping I don't need them. They're mostly for like if the ghost sucks and tries to be really mean. But we did find something. What did we find? Found the bone in the baby room. I remember. There we go. Alright, we'll leave this behind so we can get more supplies. Just so I can tell if the ghost moved this, I'll put it like right here. There's not really anything else for the ghost to grab. Maybe I need to give him like some items. Like this and this. Here. These are for you. And we'll close this door. There we go. Perfect. I also need to take a picture of these dang tarot cards. I'll put them right here. So that way I don't forget. Actually, you know what? I'll take a picture with this camera. Just so that we make sure we have it. I thought I saw my little thing on the floor from taking the sanity medication, and I thought that was a bone. And I'm like, how did the bone make it into the truck? But right now, I don't see anything in the beacon of light. Alright, we need parabolic and motion sensor, and we still need to take out one of these. I think that's all for the required material. So let's grab a salt and a lighter. Sure. Okay, so we did get the bone, we did get the cursed object. Oh, ghost writing, hold on. Ghost writing. Perfect, we got one evidence so far. Alright, I'm thinking, because this is like the entire hallway he's haunting, I'm thinking we need a little bit of salt in each area. And we'll I didn't realize I put salt on that. He hasn't thrown any of the items I gave him. But I did hear him just walk. We love the writing. Yes, I love the ghost writing. Oh. Hold on. Alright, I don't see footprints for either of those. And then let's take a picture of that. We have ghost writing, disturb salt, tarot cards, bone. Okay. Good, we got everything we needed so far. I think I need to set up the other camera. I do wish this was a candle. To me, it looks like a candle. I'll keep my lighter on me since it doesn't actually take a hand spot like your other items do. So let's go ahead. I want the other camera, that's for sure. I'm just trying to think. I need the motion sensor and the microphone at some point. But is there something else that would be better to take? Maybe I'll just take one of them right now. Might as well. Okay. I assume my sanity is mostly fine enough because we haven't seen the interactions. The more interactions that your person actually like witnesses, the quicker your sanity goes down. But most of the interactions I was not in the room for, which, you know, could mean that it's a shade. Because shades don't like to do anything if you're present because they're a little scared, they're a little shy. It doesn't always mean that it's a shade. I just feel like it kind of increases the chance of it being a shade. He did walk through the footsteps, through the salt when I was somewhat nearby. Like just barely. But, like writing in the ghost thing and stuff like that, he waited until I was gone to do it. Alright, let me just listen for like a few more seconds. I don't know if we've actually heard any ghost sounds yet for it to count. Yeah, it didn't count yet. So we'll give him like 5 seconds to whisper a little something in our ear. 5, 4, 3, 2. I think that might have counted. It did not count. It meant nothing. I don't even know what he did. I picked up some kind of sound. But twice it was nothing. Okay, well. Alright, let's just go back out to the truck and grab like the motion sensor. And I'm thinking maybe we can light a little candle for him. Maybe another DOTS over in that corner. But let's switch cameras. We're looking for a ghost orb. Again, it's so bright from the Easter part, but I'm not seeing ghost orbies. We just have the one evidence, yeah? Yeah, just ghost writing so far. Which does make me a little more inclined to think it's a shade anyways, because other ghosts would have been busting my chops more by now. And let's grab the motion sensor. You're not seeing ghost orbs either. Thank you for your diligence. Yeah, I saw nothing. I see no evil, I hear no evil, let there be no evil. I don't know where would be best for the motion sensor. I assume out here is fine. Let's check temperature again, make sure he didn't relocate. No, okay, wow. Very cold. Yeah, and the generator's still on, so it is very cold. -7 degrees. Which still could be a shade, guys. I just realized it could be a demon. Okay. I think I need another cross. I think that's the life move I want to make. Oh, yeah. I'm like looking and I'm like, great, that's great news. Oh, that's terrible news. Okay, you know what we need? We need us a good old-fashioned EMF 5 because demons, weirdly enough, are never EMF 5. So it would make me feel a whole lot safer. It is so bright. If we get an EMF 5, and then we'd know for sure what it is. That's our last piece of evidence we'd need. Did the ghost turn on the light or something? I swear it's even brighter than before. He did! What a hoe! He knew I was checking this. And so he just wanted to troll me a bit. I think that's what it is. I'm just checking one more time with the DOTS to see if we see anything. I'm still not, though. I feel like it's probably not DOTS or ghost orbs, or we probably would have seen something by now. But we definitely need to go turn that light off because they're a troll. What do I have in my hand? Nothing? Alright, let's go smudge then. Oh wait, no, I wanted my other crucifix. Let's put that back. There we go. Alright, I don't know if holding a crucifix makes you any safer, but the fact that the ghost is haunting kind of a big area, I definitely want to bring this other one in. Right there. And let's turn this really inconvenient light off. That was such a troll move from the ghost. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up and see if we can, like, see some ghost orbs on our own. The answer is no. I see nothing. I see my breath. But, I'm not seeing anything in the beacon of light. Alright, let's go put this back. That's kind of a good sign, though. I think. I guess I never read what these ghost types are. But did I get a picture of every salt? We got 2 salts. So I don't think I got this one. Dang it, that's the one I already got. Hold on. Must have been this one that I didn't get. Yeah, okay. Let's put this down. I kind of do want to smudge it just a little bit. It won't help a ton with demons, but since we need to go out and read about the ghost types anyways, might as well grab a smudge. And I guess a candle, so I can get bonus money from it doing that. Alright, we'll leave this kind of in our peripherals. How can I get this in our peripherals? Maybe like right there. Yeah, okay. So, for the ghost that it could be a demon, which I hope it's not. Demons scare me. Demons. Demons are the most aggressive ghosts we've ever encountered. Known to attack without reason, they seem to enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Strength. Demons will initiate hunts more often than other ghosts. And weakness. Demons fear the crucifix and will be less aggressive near one. Which is why I brought up another crucifix, just to be on the safe side. Then we have a Moroi. Morois have risen from the grave to drain energy from the living. They have been known to place curses on their victims, curable only by antidotes or by moving very far away. Strength. The weaker the victims, the stronger the Moroi becomes. Weakness. The Moroi suffer from hyperuricemia, weakening them for longer periods of time. Sorry, I keep glancing over in this, like, side panel to see if I happen to see DOTS. That's why my reading's a little weird. But next is the Revenante. A Revenant is a violent ghost that will attack indiscriminately. Their speed can be deceiving as they are slow while dormant. However, as soon as they enter a hunt, they can move incredibly fast. Strength. A Revenant will travel at significant faster speed while hunting their prey. And weakness. Hiding from a Revenant will cause it to move very slowly. Well, I have hiding places turned off, so hopefully we don't need to hide at any point. And then lastly, we have a Shade. Ain't nobody love a Shade. Shade are almost as annoying as the dang mimics, but not quite. A shade is known to be very shy. There is evidence to suggest that a shade will stop all paranormal activity if there are people nearby. Strength. Shades are much harder to find, and we're struggling with this one, so I'm leaning towards shade. Weakness. This ghost will not enter a hunt if there are people nearby. So I am still leaning towards shade, which is why I have it circled. Revenant's kind of hard to tell unless you're in a hunt. And Moroi is just hard to tell in general because, I'm sorry, you get weaker over time. Like, hold on. The Moroi places curses, so if you're not like multiplayer, it's hard to tell. So revenants and Morois are not the best to tell. Demons tend to kill you very fast, and shades tend to be do-nothings. So I feel like it's a shade, and I'm really hoping it is because that means that it's not a demon. Alright, let's go light a candle and smudge this thing. Alright, hello ghost. Alright, so much for smudging this thing, because I ended up smudging early out of panic. Because I was worried that I needed to smudge it from chasing after me. I was scared, okay? I was scared. I will admit it. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed. I was scared. Look, we can light this candle. Hold on, there we go. Thank you! That was so much louder than it is when it's in the game. Whew. I actually did light this as I ran in fear. Did I blow it out or did he? See, in the game it was so much quieter than the one you just did. Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the jump scare. Hey, my person be panting like I be panting. Okay, it's traumatizing. Wah. Okay, but that was a very non-shade thing to do, so that does make me a little concerned. It's still freezing. Where's my EMF? This is what I should have been checking when it chased after me, but I did not because I am dumb. Alright, I do think I might need to check and make sure the ghost didn't relocate. Kyle, thank you for the laughing. Thank you for trying. Wow. Goes from -6 degrees to 20 in 2 feet. That is impressive and terrible. They should fire their contractor. Okay, I really don't think that... Okay. think I heard the cross burn, but I could have made it up. I thought I heard danger of the cross burning. I did in fact hear the cross burning. Alright, I'm leaning towards demon now. But shades only start a hunt if you're not nearby. And both times it started chasing me, it started chasing from a distance. Just saying. But I was able to outrun it, so maybe it's not a revenant. Neither of the times I was able to check what it was. Like, I need to check this DOTS thing to see if it goes to a 5, I will be the happiest person ever. But I just almost died, so there is that. Repel the ghost with incense while I was chasing someone. I didn't actually pull that off. What are my photos looking like? Burn crucifix, disturb salt, interaction, ghost writing, disturb salt. Okay, I don't think I'm likely to get a picture of the ghost just because I'm terrified and I'm very bad at it. So I'm going to leave that behind so that way I can carry this and have a higher chance of getting it away from me by doing incense when I'm being chased. Okay. Whoa. We can do this. Okay, everything's fine. We did burn our crucifix, but I think it's okay. I'm ready to smudge. I just have to scroll up. Up to smudge. Okay, well, I definitely didn't smudge. I panic scrolled through everything and didn't do it. But it's not a 5! Guys, I'm so sad. I'm so sad! I think it's a demon. I think it's a demon. I think it's a demon. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm so scared. Okay. I think it's a demon. I'm just gonna go with demon. I don't want to die again. I just barely took a sanity pill and it still burned the crucifix. What even is a demon? Where is the demon? It would have been, ghost, what? Ultraviolet. I'm gonna go with demon. I'm scared, okay? A demon, it's a demon. I'm guessing I made 1,200. Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't go back. It burned both my crosses. I think they have multiple burns, but I don't know.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
So, remember all that time I was screaming, it's a demon, it's a demon. I'm going back to my truck. I'm scared, it's a demon. What I meant to say is, oh my gosh, it's a shade! Woo! It's a shade. I made 190 bucks. Alright, there were 5 events. There were 0 hunts because the crucifixes blocked it. I gained 60% sanity and lost 136. How'd I even lose that much sanity from a shade? 136, hold on. What is 160 minus 136? Okay, my sanity was at 24. Bruh. Favorite room changes was 1. Maybe that was part of my problem. I didn't think he moved. But wow. 5 events. I can't believe that was a shade. And I'm not at all bitter. Now we'll actually do Tanglewood Drive. And this will probably be our last one. If it's really short, then we'll do one more after it. But this is probably our last one. Alright, Tanglewood Drive, where it all began. Our first reports of the paranormal came from here. It's only small, but it... Sorry, I couldn't finish reading. I tried reading it so fast, too. I was going ninja speed. And I still couldn't finish reading it in time, guys.
I've got nothing else to report, unfortunately.
Okay. Alright, we have Ronald Williams. Number 1, find evidence of the paranormal with an EMF reader. Number 2, have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt. And number 3, cleanse the area near the ghost using incense. Okay, so, I can do the paranormal reader, and I can... and I can do the cleanse the area one. Those ones are fairly easy. I can't believe that that was that aggressive of a shade at the end. But also, I can't believe that right after burning the crucifix, it still was only an EMF 4. That should have definitely been an EMF 5, and that's what had convinced me that it was a demon. Alright, there's a bone in the laundry room. Oh, dang it. The generator is in the basement. I don't want to die in the basement. Wait. How long are my arms? Alright. We got 8-foot arms. Maybe 12 foot. They're pretty long. While we're here, waiting for it to warm up and do a little jiggly jig, and I'm gonna see if there's a cursed object. I think it's the Ouija board might spawn on that table, or the pentagram spawns right here, so I think we're good if it's neither. But the temperature in here is a 9 degree. That's not too bad. In the hallway, it's 8, 7. Washroom is 9. The, whatever the garage is 9, so that's probably our baseline of what we're checking against. It's about a 9 or an 8. It's a 10 in the kitchen. And a 10 where all the bunnies are all nice and cute up for dinner. That's adorable. Oh no! That's so sad! All of these bunnies are happily having dinner together, and they left their friend out in the cold and rain. I would let you in if I could. That is so mean. Okay. Anyways, The living room is about the same temperature. I don't see a cursed object. Oh. Hold on. I will delete the spam as soon as we go out to the house. Or to the truck. Or to the wherever we go. It's actually getting warmer. What the frick? Alright. It's pretty good in here. So let's shut that. I just have like 2 more rooms to check and then I'll delete the spam. Alright, inside the baby room is very, very warm. This baby's gonna be nice and toasty. Oh, look, they put the little bunny stuffed animal watching the baby bunny. That's cute. And then we have the bathroom. I'm so glad it's not a bathroom ghost. That bathroom is itty bitty. And then the boys' room. And it's the boys' room. Okay. So let's put this right there. Oh, and we got a 3. Got it. Alright, I will delete the spam in just a second. So sorry for that. Let me go to the safety of my truck. And I will give you this specialist button ever. It is this cool little icon that is shaped like a trash can. And not many people get this, so you are special. You are lucky. You get the magic button. Bam. There we go. Alright. We are back. Okay. We didn't set that up, so I don't know why I'm looking like I did it. I did not do my tasks. Put it on the frickin' thing! I'm not overreacting. What do you mean? I never overreact. Yeah. Alright, it's just a 2. I thought I heard a higher beep than that. Where can I put this? Can I walk up on the bed? I swear there's like one path you can do to get on the bed. Come on, let me up. Let me up, coach, please. No? Okay. We'll put that right there. I've been playing a lot with this new friend on League, and like one of the most common phrases he says is like the "let me in, coach." And ever since then, it just keeps being stuck in my head. Like anytime I want to do something and I can't do it, I think of my friend saying, "Let me in, coach, let me in." Man, I really just want to put this on the bed. Okay, well hold on. I'll get to you in a second. What is that? Just a 2? Okay. Okay, if that's gonna be floating, maybe I can do it a little bit more in the corner. Not helpful. It's better if it's closer to the floor, because if it's, sure, if it's like the crawling ghost, it's really hard to see if that's at all in the air. Can I put it like right, oh okay, that's terrible. That is so not what I meant to do. Where'd it go? Can this open? It was like inside the drawer. That's kind of weird. I definitely don't want that. Sure. If I can move this pillow, that's a fine placement. Oh! 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 Hold on! Hold on! We have DOTS. I was dinking around trying to move stuff, but I'll just take the DOTS if you're just going to hand it to me like that. Let's check the temperature again while we're here. It's still not freezing. But I do like that the ghost had little antler horns, because, you know, it's the Easter, it's like a deer or an antelope, I guess. We got the EMF. We still need to do the cleansing the area, but let's go ahead and check this. Alright. Oh, and we have a ghost orb. Wow! They're already being easier than that last one. Automatically, if they is ever an option in a slightly narrowed down list, I pick they. Just because I feel like I get they a decent amount of times. So I'm gonna, like, lead with they, but we still have to narrow it down a little bit more. No, we can read them. We have time to read them. We have the option of it being a banshee. I will read these the quickest I can read them possible. So I will do, like speed reading, like... The singing siren, known for attracting its victims through song, has been known to single out its prey before making a killing blow. A banshee will weaken their target before striking, and banshees can sometimes be heard screaming with a parabolic microphone. Great. Next, we have a Yuri. Okay, we're going to do this so fast. A Yuri is a ghost that has returned to the physical world, usually for the purpose of hatred or revenge. Yuris have been known to have a stronger effect on people's sanity, and smudging the Yuri's place of death will trap it temporarily, reducing how much it wanders. I'm doing so great with this reading thing, guys. I'm amazing. You wouldn't even think I had dyslexia. Yaokais are very common ghosts that are attracted to human voices. They can usually be found haunting family homes. Talking near a Yaokai will anger, increasing the chance of attack. When hunting, a Yaokai can only hear voices close to it. We are doing amazing. Only 2 more. A Reiju is a demon that thrives on electrical current. While generally calm, they can become agitated when overwhelmed with power. A Reiju can siphon power from nearby electrical devices, making it move faster. Reijus are constantly disrupting electrical equipment when attacking, making it easier to trap. And one more. We have the Fae. We gotta do. They have been known to rapidly age over time, even in the afterlife. From what we've learned, they seem to deteriorate faster while within the presence of the living. Upon entering a location, they will become active, defensive, and agile. They will weaken over time, making them weaker, slower, and less aggressive. We did so great! Also, it just occurred to me this one time while reading Fae, even though I've read the Fae description 1,000 times over. So it says they have been known to rapidly age over time, even in the afterlife. The important part is this part, even in the afterlife. Does that mean that when they were alive, they were rapidly aging? Like what? Every time they turned a year, they actually turned 7? Are you talking about like smoker skin, or what are you talking about? What do you mean that they age rapidly over time, even when they were alive? That's the part that's confusing to me. Okay. Now that we have our breath back from reading everything at supersonic speed, we have a book and a cross. You can never go wrong with a book and a cross, especially if you're religious. Yeah, that made sense. Anyways, hi ghosts, I'm back. This does seem to be a fairly active ghost. But let's go grab more supplies. I do love that it's like right by the door, so it's easy to check certain things. But we don't need to look in the camera anymore because we officially approved both things that are checked in the camera. We did find the bone. We never did find the cursed object, I don't think. So we'll need to make sure we look around for that. Just a 3. We can throw that. Oh, hi. Also, we need to make sure that I try to get a photo of the DOTS ghost. I've seen it multiple times now, so I feel like we're gonna get a photo. I just have to like be patient for it, you know? I think we're supposed to smudge too. Oh no, my bitrate is unstable. Also, I'm so sorry if any of the accents I do ever offend you guys. I do a lot of random accents. Let's grab this and maybe some salt so I can better check that UV. And I think I have everything else out there. I got a cross. Oh yeah, book and a cross. I remember saying that. That wasn't even that long ago and I forgot I said it. Alright, here's some salty for you, and some salty for you, and some more salty. Let's check that. Oh, okay, we do have UV, which makes it a banshee. That's funny. Our first and last is a banshee. I think this is a salt pile. Yeah. And, right here. Yeah, did that count? Yeah, 2 disturbed salts. Okay, perfect. And I will leave this kind of like facing, oh, like that, because I wanted a picture of the footstep. Yeah! Bonus photos! We love money! Alright. Oh, no, I couldn't get it! I couldn't switch to my camera in time! There's too many things to scroll between! And I don't know if you guys know this about this game, but you have to scroll a decent amount to get it to switch. And so that's part of why I couldn't get it. But I'll have the camera out now. I remember the bone is in the washroom. I think I just heard him go through the last salt, but he might have already done that, so I might have heard nothing. Alright, I guess we're gonna look again for the cursed object, because I don't remember ever seeing it anywhere. But I'll keep my eyes peeled, whatever that phrase is supposed to mean. I saw a really traumatic, like, artist rendition of what they thought the phrase eyes peeled should mean. And so I only ever think of that traumatic rendition, and I don't really think of anything else. Because I doubt we're gonna fill up all of our photos this time around, I'm gonna take a picture of this poor sad bunny that was left outside in the rain when all of his friends are indoors. Alright, we did get the cursed object. We got all of the salts that we need. We got a footprint, bone. So, I mean, if we can happen to get a ghost photo and another interaction, that's pretty much all we need. I think it did something right as I entered, but I wasn't paying close enough attention. Did I get it? Did I get it? We got it, guys. Cool. What did it throw? It's doing something over here? What? Nothing. Okay, well, oh, it turned on the light. That was one thing it did. And I think this radio's on. Yeah. Alright, if I could just, like, throw something or open a door or something for me to take one more photo before I leave, I would love that. But I'm only going to give him, like, 10 seconds to do it, and then I'm going to leave. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. This one? This one? It was that one. Alright, thank you, Ghosty. I appreciate you. Love you so much. Goodbye. Amazing. I love that he did it before I had to leave. So sweet of him. He was really meant for showbiz. Ah, man. I never cleansed the area. Fine, we'll do one more thing, and then we'll leave it. Let's take a sanity pill. Let's take 2, because I can. And, you know, might as well be safe rather than sorry. And let's go smudge it and then leave. Our last thing. Alright, my ghost friend, I'm so sorry. I know I said I was leaving, but I just need to do this thing for like 1 second, and then I'll leave you be. Alright, that definitely should have counted. So let's go out and see. We should be good now. We should be ready to go. Rearing and revving. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Yeah, we didn't need to escape the ghost during a hunt. I don't want to do that because I don't want to die. And look, we have our cute little sad bunny photo over there. We got a decent amount of photos, 2 objectives, the correct ghost type. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with 1,200 until I finally get it right, okay? I just want 1,200 bucks. What's wrong with that? 1,200, please, game. Please, please, please. 1,200, 1,200, pretty, please. Oh, well, we passed it. We passed it, guys. That's better than we have been doing. It was 1336. Alright, and we leveled. Nice. But it needs to finish counting our experience so that I can go out of this dang screen. Ready, and go. Okay. So there were 0 events. Good thing I didn't need to witness a ghost event for my objective. There were 0 hunts. And we gained about as much sanity as we lost because I downed 2 sanity pills at once at the very end. Otherwise, we were sitting at about 70% sanity for the majority of that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This was the Easter event. It probably won't be up by the next time we play Phasmophobia, so I hope you enjoyed the Easter event. As a quick reminder for schedule, I will not be streaming this Wednesday because I'm going out of town, so same, I won't be streaming this Saturday. So the next time we stream will be exactly a week from now at 8 p.m. again, but it will be for our 5th episode of The Walking Dead's 3rd season, A New Frontier. So if you guys want to, make sure you stay up with that season, make sure you're here next Monday. That'll be the next time that we're live at 8 p.m. MST. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night and a wonderful week since I won't see you guys. I'll also be reminding you in my Discord server, !play. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're on YouTube, make sure you check my link tree for that. I'll see you guys later. Oh, that's bright. Okay, we're going to end stream in 5. Wait, let's look at my beautiful face and my completely washed out hair that I'm dyeing tomorrow. In fact, my super washed out hair. It looks almost like, I don't know, like silverish blonde, ash. I don't know what you would call this weird color that it washed out to be. But there we go. We will be ending stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.